well, what took so long? Why this dude ain't say this about this person or that person or this person or that person? Right?
Yeah.
And they forget something. My case and Preem's case in 1985 happened so long ago. There was no internet. There was no Instagram. Right. We had Tandy 1000 computers connected to nothing. Mm-hmm. You couldn't tell the whole world that somebody did this or did that. But guess what? One thing we did do, we told South Jamaica. And the whole South Jamaica know who's a confidential informant, who's a rat, and who's an informant in any case that happened in South Jamaica, Queens.
Look, I got to say this, man. And I'm only bringing this up because I watched the documentary. Mm-hmm. And Preem announced somebody who was a CI, confidential informant, for 40 years. Mm-hmm. We interviewed him. I'm not a street dude. I didn't know none of that shit.
Yeah, we had him on the show.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know none of this shit. You know, I hear Bimmy. I hear him as a good dude. I'm not doing that sort of thing. You know, brothers like you wasn't home to say that. Did y'all know he was an informant for 40 years?
Is that your take on it, though?
First of all,
that's his.
If you notice, I did everything I can not to mention people's names, right?
You can take it out if you don't want it.
No, about who was what.
Okay.
Right? But I don't duck questions.
Right.
I don't duck questions. I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
And I'm going to answer it this way. I have a podcast coming out soon. In my podcast, any questions that people are unsure of and anything that podcasters are playing the 50 with, gonna be expressed, cleaned up, and cleared up.
Listen. You gonna get that. You gotta watch. You gotta get the podcast. You gotta watch the podcast. You gotta watch it.
And look, the only reason I'm doing it is not to embarrass nobody. The only reason I'm doing it is because I want to educate the children, teenagers, and young adults about staying away from that street life. Because if you ain't dedicated to it, if you ain't prepared to do life in prison, leave that stuff alone, because you don't want to be away from your family for the rest of your life. Because you got people who will hustle with you that will not go down with you, that are they don't want to leave their children. They don't want to leave their kids, but they don't got no problem taking you away from your kids and your family and putting you in a graveyard, buried alive in the penitentiary for decades. So instead of me trying to deal with individual people, I'll deal with that on my podcast. Right now, I'm trying to educate.
Okay.
Even my podcast is going to be about educating.
That's why I'm telling them to watch, because I'm taking notes, baby.
Let me tell you what you're going to learn. You're going to learn, forget talking about Bimmy for a minute, right?
Correct.
Because you brought his name up. I don't duck no questions, right? But forget talking about him for a minute.
Because it's bigger than that.
It's bigger than that. What I'm talking about is so many people have been confidential informants, and how society and even Hollywood a little bit, they glamorize the people who are rats, informers, and rats. Look, Hollywood, certain podcasts, they glamorize the snitch, the confidential informant, and the rat, right? And the informant. They don't glamorize solid people that can get them even a better story.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I liked watching. I was in the penitentiary. I used to watch Snowfall. I liked the way they put Snowfall together.
Yeah.
The writers were excellent. I even liked the way they put together. I even like the way 50 put together Power. Mm-hmm. Because he's from the South Side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what he did was he learned things, man. And he took a little bit from the South Side and he put a story together.
Right.
But the Supreme Team story, where he clips both of those, you feel me?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm one with them writers. You feel me? So whoever's interested, or if you're not interested, it don't matter, because
right.
Truth be told, I'm already starting the Bible. I'm already starting the deck. I'm already in work. I'm already working.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But back to what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
this is why I don't like to just pinpoint. I'm not going to pick on.
No,
I'm not,
it wasn't.
no, listen, I'm not going to pick on one motherfucker. I'm going to expose all them jokers. Especially, really, mainly the ones from New York.
Right.
There's so many, and I'm going to say it. And that's another thing. I have no fear. I've been to every damn near neighborhood in Queens. I don't have no fear. I
Right.
walk around, and I always teach about staying away from that lifestyle.
Correct.
And most of my people, the majority of people that was involved in the Supreme team, they ain't even criminals no more. But they all here. You understand? They all free, living their lives free. They ain't no suckers. They stood up. The ones that I'm talking about stood up, and they doing positive things in the community. They involved with organizations. But we ain't no suckers. We don't bother nobody, but we believe in the right to self-defense through the Bible and through what the Lord say is permissible if anybody should do something to you.
Correct.
That being said, man, we ain't stunting none of these jokers that's faking.
No doubt.
Right.
No doubt.
The rats,
no doubt.
the so-called tough rats, the ones who think that they can scare people.
Right.
Nah, you ain't scaring us. You ain't scaring me. And we living a decent life.
Yes.
As long as nobody bother me, I ain't bothering them.
Correct.
But in self-defense, I'm a master at that. What's up, people? This is Prince from the Supreme Team. This is the Thanks for Asking Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you do the same thing when I put mine up. Peace.